Okay, let's try this again. Okay, hi everyone. This is John. This is my first video blog thingy, so I don't exactly know what you're supposed to say in this or how long they're supposed to be or any of that great stuff. Um, for those of you who don't know me, I'll introduce myself. God forbid anybody watches this besides me or maybe a couple friends or anyone who's really, really bored out there on YouTube. Um, I come from Enfield, Connecticut. That's like right on the Massachusetts border, like an hour outside of Boston. I'm going to school in Philadelphia at Drexel. I'm a film student, and I'm planning on minoring in English, which the only thing holding me back right now is handing in the paperwork, which, considering I'm a really, really, really lazy guy, probably won't get done anytime soon. Um, my parents, they still live up in Connecticut. My mom's from the South Bronx, so she says like Radiator and all that wonderful New York stuff. And my dad's comes from Connecticut. He's lived there all his life. We used to own a dog named Sunny. He passed away like 3 weeks ago in winter break, so you'll probably hear me mention stuff about him. What to mention? Guess I should just start with classes, maybe, since that's the only thing that's on my mind. Um, this term's going along pretty well. I'm taking lighting, which is not really going so great. Handed in my first assignment the other day, the teacher ripped holes all through it. I overexposed my subject, the light was too close, I put it in front of a bright wall. Basically, I had a project with a glowing Asian in it, which when you think of angels, you don't think of Asians. So I'm going to do my second assignment this weekend. I really want to get like a friend involved so that maybe I won't fuck up so bad this time. I plan on redoing the first assignment, maybe get some credit out of it. I was taking writing for the short film, which is interesting because I write. Planning on getting a book published soon. You know, God forbid anybody picks it up and I actually get my work out there. So here's this lady telling me, "This is how you write," and it's like, no, this is how I write. And everyone's got their own way of doing things, and the professors here think, when you're in my class, you write the way I write, which was funny because for screenwriting one, I had a professor, a Jewish guy from Jersey. He had the whole Jersey accent thing over the top going on. He had the poofy fro like I'll probably have come summer, and I'm not Jewish. And he's trying to tell us how to write, and then he gives us one of his books to read, like a part from his book, and it sucks. The guy's a fucking hack. He can't write his way out of an elementary school spelling test. So it's like I had no respect for that class, and I passed with a B. The only reason I didn't pass with an A because the guy was a fucking moron. Um, so writing for the short film. Anyway, it's going all right. First assignment I got an A. Second assignment I got a C. Third assignment doesn't even get through email, so things are great. Let's see. Thank you, Drexel's Wireless, which sucks serious ass. I'm also taking directing. That's probably my favorite class so far because I want to be a director, which is fun because that's what everyone says. Everyone goes into film school, I want to be a director. Barely works out half the time. But that's one of the things that most people tell me I'm good at. I'm just like an experienced director right now in this class. It's giving me a lot of really helpful tips. Like, just all the stuff she says is just ringing bells in my head. So I'm understanding everything she says, so that's got to be a good sign. Teacher's Karen Kelly. She's the head of the department, and she's a very fair grader. Like the last assignment, the only reason my ass was saved was because she was generous, and she says, okay, as long as you tried, you get credit for it. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. You get like a B just because you tried and you handed in the assignment. Everything else, if you do it right, that's just like brownie points. Gets you an A, which is a really nice thing. Other classes. Oh, two required classes: philosophy 101, which the teacher's a fucking airhead, not like Sarah Palin airhead, but like the world and life, it's big and expansive, that kind of airhead. And what's the other class called? Art History 2, which we weren't required to take one. Shows the importance of the class. And that class is interesting to say the least. The teacher's name is Morshuk, the best I can describe it, which sounds a lot like Rorschach, which I just call him Rorschach. And yeah, the first day he just looked at all of us, because it's a lecture, he just looked at all of us and said, yeah, half of you will probably fail my class because I'm a very hard grader. And I've never given out A pluses, so this class is already looking very interesting. Last paper is supposed to be 6 pages about a painting, 6 sources, which that means 1 source per page, which means uh-oh. Thank God I work at the library because we have to go talk to a librarian about where to look up information, and since I'm friends with all of them, I'm guaranteed a good grade, hopefully. Oh yeah, Co-op 101, the least important class and yet the most important class somehow. It's a required course. It's no credit, which is weird because it's like a class that Drexel really, really says you got to take this because we have a required internship, and this class teaches you how to get an internship. And it's like it's once a week, 1 hour a week. You can skip 2 classes. You're allowed to skip 2 classes out of a seven total classes, and there are 2 makeup classes. So technically, you only have to go to 4 or 5 classes, which is really, really nice. And the only work required is to turn in a resume, which is dumb because I already have a resume, and Drexel says, no, you got to do it according to our template. And it's just, you want to take the dean and bash his head through a wall, considering ours died just earlier in the year. R.I.P. Papadakis, not really. So yeah, that's about my life at this point, or at least all that I can think of saying right now. So considering this is a lot easier than writing in a journal because my hand's not getting tired and I don't just lose interest and use the rest of the notebook for drawing. I'll probably be adding another blog really, really soon. So see all you blogsters later, meaning tomorrow.